Good morning and Happy New Year. It is Friday, January 1st, 2021. We made it. And a special happy birthday to my dad. It was his birthday yesterday. He hit a very round number, and it's not 40. So you can guess. Anyway, Happy New Year to all. So many of us have looked forward to getting rid of 2020, right? It was so bad, 2020, in so many ways, and yet such a blessing in so many ways. Maybe that could be said for every year. 2020 was, though, unusually, strangely, and uniquely different. I'm not just going to call it bad, though, because that's almost too easy. Because amidst the challenges and difficulties, I think just a lot of us learned a lot about ourselves, about each other, about the world, about God. And anytime we can get brought closer to God or closer to understanding who God is in our lives and who we are in the midst of God's story, it's not all bad. But as I think back to 2020, I'm sure in years to come, obviously we're going to remember it for a pandemic. But there were also just a crazy number of hurricanes. The fires out west were incredible. The elections this year were especially divisive. And then, of course, there was the killing of George Floyd and dozens of others seemingly pointlessly killed. And as I think of all that was 2020, as we go into something new and different, 2021, I've heard a number of people talk about 2021 as though it's just going to be, completely different. Okay, wipe the board clean and move on. And I don't know that that's how this works. I think a lot of us know better than that, don't we? There's a song that the Avett Brothers sing. It's in the album Emotionalism. It's called Weight of Lies. And the refrain says, "The weight of lies will bring you down and follow you to every town, because nothing happens here that doesn't happen there. When you run, make sure you run to something and not away from, because lies don't need an aeroplane to chase you anywhere." They sing it better than I read it. It's talking about how people that live with lies and the weight of those lies oftentimes try to escape to a different place, thinking that, going somewhere new will make that life back then, all those lies that were lived, going to a different place will make that all just, evaporate and disappear, and we can just start over and pretend like that never had to have happened. And it's a song about how nothing happens here that didn't happen there. Lies don't need an airplane to chase you anywhere. Lies go with you. Where we go, our baggage goes with us. And I feel like that's 2021. It's not like what was in 2020 hasn't carried forward into today. Knowing that that's the case, it's not like anything's going to magically just change, or that we're going to magically escape all the problems of 2020. What's different, and what I think many of us are excited about, is we're nearing a time when we once again will have the capacity to work at those things that were a challenge in 2020. A lot of the ways that we want to solve the problems of 2020 include gathering with each other, and we can see that with a vaccine. It's out there now. And maybe that's the part to get most excited about, isn't that all of our problems are going to disappear, but that we're now going to be able to address those problems more and more as this year, 2021, continues. So I feel like now is the time to name our goals individually, as a congregation, as a community, as a nation, and really gear ourselves up to be ready to tackle those problems and achieve those goals as the year goes on. So today I think is a day to enjoy some dreaming about what 2021 could be, and both for yourself and for others. And then not just to dream about what this year could be, but also think about what work it's going to take to make those dreams come true. Keep faith alive.